Alright, hello all you crazy people out there, this is DragoniteSpam and welcome back to Bravely Default. So I'm back in Enchime, and the reason that I'm doing that is that I did not realize that there is still a little bit more to this Thieves side quest that I did not finish earlier. And if I were to go back into this guy's house after defeating the Jackal and Kint guy, this is gonna happen.
What? Remunerations for the lost caravan? It was stolen, along with my supplies and my camels.
And this is not my responsibility, eh? You failed to protect your investments. You! We had a contract, my friend. The provisions for loss and damages were clearly written in the fine print.
Even so, I can't be made to pay for the damages when I've just had all my possessions stolen. I'll be out on the streets.
This is not my concern. You will pay. Or, if you prefer, I can be asking your wife for this money. Your daughter? Hmm?
Wait, please! Leave my family out of this!
That's enough!
Hmm? Why are you here? Eavesdropping, are you?
Sir, you don't owe this rotten band of fraudulent crooks a single peeg. You are free to be on your way.
I feel this joke is not funny. I have business with this gentleman. We have no time for baseless accusations.
Then what of accusations with concrete proof?
Oh? And just what is that, eh?
A little souvenir snatched from the lair of the thieves prowling the oasis of late. It bears your signature, Chairman, as well as your orders to attack any citizens approaching the oasis.
What? Then when they... And you were planning to rob me now a second time!
Ah, this day. No luck at all. I suppose this is a result of trusting that useless urchin to perform a simple task.
Then you don't deny it? Release the city's wells to the public then, immediately!
I beg your pardon? Just who are you to be issuing the orders, girl? As I told you before, this is a business. If you are too poor, this is your problem. Stupid enough to be tricked, your problem. Don't like it? Go earn some money, eh?
Money, money, money. These are human lives. Ugh, this is useless. I'm shutting you down right now.
We will be seeing about that. Sigma Kint, I have work for you.
Paying work, I assume?
You! From the Thieves' Den! You'd help this crook?
Provided his pockets are heavier than yours, yes. I care nothing past that. Irutus Profiteur, Merchant of Death. Do we have an agreement?
But of course! And I'm feeling generous today. Kill some more, and I'll throw in a bonus!
Contract established. You'll have your money's worth.
Alright, so it's time to fight these guys. Yes, fighting businessmen, wonderful. Anyway, let's see, I suppose, someone pointed this out, I think, whatever the last video number was when I said that I was going to start post-commentating this because, interruptions and stuff, that it kind of kills the point of doing a blind run because I've already seen this at the point of, commentating, and that's kind of true. I really should speed this battle down. There we go. Knew I remembered to do that eventually. And I'd say that's kind of true. I kind of deliberately didn't pay attention to what was going on story-wise when I was recording this, because I wanted to at least be sort of interested in it, like now, when I'm doing this commentary. Anyway, as for this battle, going to go and spam the Brave and scan both of them on the first turn as usual. Considering that I could have fought these two quite a while ago now, they shouldn't be too much trouble. I can see they have only 5,000, 6,000 HP. So I should be able to not have too much trouble here. at least for most of the battle, unless I do something extremely stupid. So let's see. First, going to go and use that Tiz Aura Sphere move, and I'm going to go after Kint first because he has less HP, and I could probably get rid of him faster. And also, well, I now know this to be true, but then I was guessing that he was going to run away halfway through, like he did the first time I fought him. Anyway, I still don't know how to pronounce that. I'm just gonna start calling it Aura Sphere now, because that's really what the animation looks like. Okay, if I start calling Tiz Lucario halfway through this game, you now know why. And that did a pretty decent amount of damage. That was 8,000. That's it's like 15% of his total HP in one move. And now he's throwing money at me. And well, I wouldn't necessarily mind that in real life. 300 damage a hit was kind of a lot. Anyway, so Kint's special ability is that he can use swords, and he can set his swords on fire and stuff. And I actually think that's pretty cool, because I like swords and I like fire, and combining them sounds like a pretty good idea. Anyway, let's see. Ring a bell. Let's go and use your one offensive move. At least I think that's your only offensive move. Arrow. So we're gonna hit you with some flying type damage, or whatever it is, wind, because this isn't Pokemon. Let's see. I also might as well just I think I wasn't paying attention earlier, but I might as well try and heal Tiz and Anye also at some point, just to keep them at full health. Anyway, let's see. Dea is going to go and spamming something, and Ring Bell is going to go and spam heal, and let's see, 160 damage. Not as much as Tiz was dishing out. It's only 100 to the businessman guy, but that's not bad. I probably shouldn't have targeted both of them, because I'm pretty sure that multi-hit moves do less damage when they target everyone instead of when they just target one person. And oh yeah, so national budget. He's running away now. Alright. Yeah, 51.2 billion. That's a pretty big number. Alright, so ooh. It's not bad. I'm trying to add this up in my head. That's a little more than 100 a hit for 4 hits, combining both hands. Anyway, fire. Yeah, I was gonna go somewhere with this, but I don't remember where. Anyway, so you are losing HP pretty fast, and this fight should be quite a bit easier now that the second guy is gone. Although I may have made a mistake in going and spamming Brave so many times on everyone, because that just basically gives him like 3 free hits. Anyway, let's see. I'm just going to do this again, because that should do like a lot of damage in one turn. Aura Sphere will. Let's see. Piercing Bolt. That should be fun. By the way, I don't remember if I talked about this earlier, but I only figured this out recently. How to unlock the different like special moves. And I know that the game explained it earlier. You have to use certain actions a certain amount of times with certain different weapons. Like I think for daggers you need to brave like 10 times or 20 times or whatever. But for the longest time I thought it was just kind of random when different special moves would unlock. Anyway, I also did go and finally realize that you can make your own special moves, which I'm probably going to do at some point. I know that I've been getting items from the Rebuilding the Rende minigame, and that's been, supposedly a lot of those items are good for crafting new special moves as well. So probably some point when I've got a lot of that stuff, I'm going to go and mess around with that, see what I can come up with. Might dedicate a video to it or something like that. Anyway, fire! 200, 200. Fire! 250. Alright, so you have got a... oh, Brave. Could be an issue. I do know that this 300 damage coin attack thing is going to be doing more damage to some people than others. And, for example, Tiz, you could target all day because he has a lot of HP, he's the monk, but some of the other people don't take hits nearly as well. Especially Adea, because I think she has I think she's like a level behind everyone else too. Anyway, yes, that's I really probably should have used that flying type move a few times on Ring a Bell, because that would have done more damage than that, bashing with staves. Anyway, ooh, you have very little HP, and this is, if you kill Tiz, you kill Tiz. Didn't I just get finished saying that, like, feel free to hit Tiz all day because he can take it? Wow. Alright, that didn't go the way I hoped it would. I do want to go and make sure everyone gets experience from this, even though Let me start over. I do want to make sure that everyone's going to get experience from this fight, even though I do know that it's really not going to be a whole lot of experience at this point because of how long ago I could have fought him. So I'm going to be just stalling for time and reviving Tiz and trying to keep everyone else alive at the same time. Let's see, yes, I'm kind of having a little bit of trouble with this menu here. Let's just go spam Brave and take one, revive Tiz, and then I think, logically, I should be able to spend the rest of the turns killing the chairman guy. Let's see, yeah, that should do it. Alright, and Adea. I'm pretty sure that Ringer Bell usually goes first in battle because he's pretty fast, but take no chances with accidentally killing anybody. Tiz! You're alive! And let's see. Ringer Bell used Whirlwind, yeah. Trying to think of the Pokemon move that looked like. Alright, so he's defeated. Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot of experience from that battle at all. What's this? You got the merchant punctuation mark. I'm just going to not ever say the word asterisk again and just call all these punctuation marks. I have no idea why they're called asterisks. That's something I'm probably going to want to look up on like Final Fantasy Wiki or something like that, see if there's an actual story behind it or if they're just like at a complete loss for names. Anyway, yes, we can throw out money at guys, and I believe this is going to work like Payday in Pokemon. You'll get extra money from fighting stuff after battle. So that could be a decent thing to use late game if I need a lot of money in a hurry. I kind of have been bad at saving my money in this game because of how many like Phoenix Downs and whatever that I've been buying, but
I'm still just livid! I never knew people this unbelievably foul even existed! I'm just glad we managed to root out the ones causing Enchime's people such suffering. And just look at these papers! It's proof of one crime after the next. I can only pray this will make life here a bit less difficult.
At the risk of repeating myself, you'll want to have a look at this. No signature this time. A memo of profiteers, perhaps?
Whatever it is, it stinks. The merchantry might not be the only snakes involved in this scheme.
It bears checking. Let's have a look for ourselves at the mill tonight.
okay, so that's going to be the next thing that we've got to do, and is there anything? No. There's nothing you can really interact with inside. I've noticed that with a lot of the buildings you can't really interact with as much stuff as it looks like you can. All the bookshelves and what have you, it's really kind of part of a, I guess I could call it a fancy invisible wall. Anyway, so what we're going to have to do next is we're going to have to wait until it's nighttime, and this took me a while to figure out, and I think I just cut the video here while I run around lost for a little while. So I think what you have to do is, I think you can only do this outside in the overworld, but you have to just stand still for a while, and the game's in-game clock will pass, and eventually it'll become nighttime, and when it does that, you just come over here, talk to the door that you couldn't do anything with before, and you'll be able to go inside. I don't know why you can't go inside earlier, but anyway, when you come back here, and I guess it's like midnight or something, knocking 5 times.
Hey, it opened!
Seems this is the spot mentioned in that memo we found.
Brilliant, so we're now inside the clock. This is always something that has been kind of fascinating to DragoniteSpam, is the inside of clocks and what have you. Anyway, let's see, we're going to have to go, this is basically going to be a glorified dungeon, and we're going to go and instead of going down into the dungeon, we're going to be going up to the top of it. And there are a lot of random encounters to be had in here, although part of that was because for whatever reason I had the encounter rate set at all the way maximum. For at least a few minutes in here, and I don't know exactly why I'd done that in the first place, but let's see, yeah, that's another one. I can barely go like 2 steps without running into something. It's like trying to ride a bike in a cave in Pokemon. Anyway, that cut was, I believe, me resetting the encounter at something reasonable. Anyway, let's go over here. That is a treasure chest. And what is this? This is a Phoenix down, so that's a free revive. Hopefully, now that I'm going to be spending a few videos going after side quests, hopefully I'm going to die a little bit less and need not quite as many Phoenix downs and things like that as I have been using before. Also, I do have the revive a spell now, which I can use, and I also did figure out that I can use magic outside of battle to heal people, which I don't exactly know why I thought you couldn't do that before, but it turns out you can. Anyway, let's see, let's run down this way, because I know there was a staircase that I did not take, and I think there's only going to be like a few chests down here. Load. There we go, yeah, there's only a few chests down here. And this is one of those fancy locked chests. I really need to figure out how you go and unlock those. I don't know if it's an endgame thing, or if it's like some sort of key item that you find in every dungeon that I just haven't been finding, because it's well hidden or something like that. I do remember that one of the tutorial things talked about like finding hidden passages in dungeons, and I haven't found any yet. And I don't know if those are actually important, or if those are just like special like free items and things like that. Anyway, ignore me please here, because I'm just running around lost again. And I spent really quite a bit of too much time running around lost in this dungeon. I don't really know why. Looking at it now, it's not the most complicated dungeon ever. Yeah, fancy cuts in the video and cutting out healing and stuff like that. I really shouldn't be having a problem with this sort of thing because of how overleveled I should be. Anyway, let's see. Let's go up this this middle staircase now. And where is this going to take me? This is going to take me. This is sort of the central area. And this is, yes, this is going to be the gate with the adventurer guy, and it's going to be leading upstairs. Yes, my friend date has been updated. That's wonderful. Yes, BuddyBot. I haven't been using the friend summons very much at all recently, which I guess is a good thing. Now that I've sort of figured out how to play this game, and I don't need the extra overpowered attacks and stuff like that. And let's see, that is, see this gate. I was having a little bit of trouble with this gate. I don't know why. It looks quite obviously like I'm going to have to find something that'll open it, and don't ask. I don't know what I was thinking when I was recording this. Anyway, let's go down these steps. There are a lot of branching paths in this dungeon, which does make for quite a lot of fun to explore. So hopefully, eventually, I'll find something interesting. Oh yes, forks. I like fork paths. Those are always fun. I might as well go up this one first, because I know that they'll be going back to that central place, and I won't really be able to miss anything permanently. Let's see, that is a chest. That is a random encounter. Fun. I want to say, even though I was already overleveled for this area, I want to say again like 2 levels running through here, because of just how many fights I got into. Like, there are so many cuts in the video on the timeline that I'm narrating that I can't even count them. Let's see. This is, I see a chest. I think that was a chest. Yes, that's a chest. Okay, so this is going to loop around to it, and this is going to be an ether, so that's 40 free MP, which is really not a lot. Even at the beginning of the game, that wouldn't have been really a lot. Anyway, this is a lever, which I can pull, and instead of opening the gate, this is actually going to start, I suppose, open one of the locks on the gate, that being the gears, and I need to find a way to do the other one. And let's see, let's go back around to the beginning, because there were a few places that I didn't go there that I could have gone. And let's see, cutting stuff out. Let's go back up the stairs. And I really need to stop saying the word and that's not even better. Alright, all of these confused sounding in sound noise things. What's that? That's a treasure chest. And if I could get over there without running into anything again, that would be great, because I'd like to find out what's in it. Let's see. Run faster, Tiz. Once again, though, Tiz's running speed really isn't that bad compared to some other games. We really can't complain too much about the running speed in this game. Even though the overworld is so expansive that it sometimes takes a long time to get anywhere anyway, at least Tiz runs and not like walks like some other RPGs you play. Let's see. I do need to find where the other one of these gates is, and it turns out that... Oh, come on. It turns out that there was this one other place that I could have gone here that I didn't go earlier. Why am I talking to you again? Alright, thank you. And, I guess I could have seen this from where I was standing earlier. I guess I didn't. But there's the other lever, and that's going to go and open up the gate, and we can progress now. But, let's see, there is one more place that I think I could have gone that I didn't earlier, but I don't seem to remember, actually going after it in this, recording. Is somewhere downstairs. There was another, staircase that went somewhere. Anyway, we go up this elevator. This will bring us up to the roof of Antrim, and, I will be ending this video here. So, in the next part, I'll be continuing on with this, hopefully finishing this off, this Thieves side quest. But for now, rate, comment, and subscribe, watch some other stuff I have uploaded, and I will see you all later.